episode 8. So we're one full week into the social media, fitness, YouTube world. It's been great. The response has been great. A lot of positivity. A lot of people reaching out, really loving the videos. Of course, you're going to have a couple comments here and there to somebody that's got to put their 2 cents in. But you know what? If you're putting your 2 cents in, you're watching the videos. So, thank you. And today we're going to hit shoulders. A little bit different than our shoulder workout last week. It's going to be good. We're going to get intense with it. We're not going to be here too long. Probably around 13, 14 sets total. And hoping you guys are not only enjoying the videos, but taking advantage of, the winter arc, as they call it. Hoping everybody is utilizing this time to sculpt the body that they want for the future. I mean, especially, like, we live in the north from November to usually, like, the first week of May. Not great weather. A lot of snow. Doesn't get above 40 till, like I said, probably like Easter time, first week of May. So this really is a good time for you to focus on yourself physically. Figure out what drives you, whether it's driving you away from the gym or driving you to the gym. Everybody has something that they have to figure out what it is that's keeping them there or keeping them away from there. And I think that's important. I think everybody has their own, and it's all personal. It's all personal to yourself. You have your own reason why you go to the gym. And it really is different for everybody. And I'm sure that the people who don't go to the gym have their own reason for that too. But make sure that in the wide lens of getting ready for summer, that when you're not focused on your workouts and your diet, make sure you're focused on why you're doing it. Why am I going to the gym? Keep that in the center. Make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. And what we're going to do in the next couple months is we're really going to dial in all aspects of this game. From training to nutrition to mindset to even my content. We're going to make sure that everybody is getting what they should out of it. And yeah, so looking forward to it. And get to the gym today. Let's hit shoulders. All right. So we started today off with some seated shoulder press, dumbbell. Usually try to go between 10 and 12 reps. We start real light for a warm-up set. It's important to keep the shoulders warm when you're starting off. There's certain body parts that I think that you should get a little bit warmer before you start, just for safety purposes, just for injury prevention. And I think shoulders is a good one. Some dead hangs from the bar, even going over to the rack with some very light dumbbells and getting some side raises in, some presses. Really make sure that those shoulder joints are up to the task. So here we went a little bit heavier. I believe we went to 70 pounds here for dumbbell. And the bench is set to almost straight up and down. It's one notch back. I usually don't do it straight up and down unless I'm going to go really lightweight. Usually a little tilt is good for dumbbell shoulder press. And here we went up to 85s.
Usually start off shoulder day with some sort of pressing motion, whether it's seated barbell, seated dumbbell, sometimes even standing dumbbell, standing barbell. Mixing it up, keep changing it up. Not getting complacent. Okay, now we've gone over to some heavy side raises. I still try to keep that 10 to 12 rep range. Usually start at 40-pound dumbbells and slowly work my way up. Okay. Now we've switched over to a little bit different of a motion. This is a little bit of a front raise, but we're coming all the way down at the bottom. This is something relatively new that I have put in, and I love it. The shoulder pump from it is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, standard front raise is okay, especially if you do it with the pulley. It keeps the tension on the front delt. But there's something just about this. Go ahead and sit down with, even start with something light, and come up and then reset at the bottom. Come all the way back to a neutral grip. And also, the nice part about a standing front raise is you're not using your momentum to front raise it. Your whole body is seated, it's still. And these burn out the shoulders really quick. I know once I got about 8 or 9 sets into this shoulder workout, delts were pumped, could feel we were in a good spot. So we decided to go over to some rear delt raises, get a good lean going, and let's hit that rear delt. Of course, we hit some sort of rear delt on shoulder day. Any sort of row you do, you are hitting some rear delt. But it's always good to throw a couple sets in on shoulder day. And the bent over raises are great for that. Okay. This is an upright row. I saw somebody do these when I was a kid in a bodybuilding magazine, and did it on the Easy Curl bar, and it's still in my routine to this day. You can go pretty heavy with this. The only reason that I use the smaller plates for this, I'll do like a 10 and a 25 and a 10, is because if you put the 45s on, you will bang your elbows on the weight on the way up, and you don't want to be doing that. So you put some good weight on there, but make sure you use smaller weights. And this, for me, I really get a good trap soreness the next day from this. I know a lot of people love shrugs. Shrugs are great, but for me personally, I've always gotten the most trap activation.
All right, that was good. Good shoulder workout. I think that sufficed. Got a good shoulder pump going. As far as post-workout routine, generally protein shake, usually somewhere between 7 and 8 grams of creatine. Helpful to recovery, helpful with strength gains. And more stuff has come out about cognitive health and other stuff like that. So creatine is a good thing to jump on, do your research first. But yeah, make sure you're hitting protein goals, and we will be back tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's feeling well, and yeah, stay strong.